من أول ما بلشت البشرية قايين قتل هابيل، وهلأ اللي عم بصير بفلسطين علامة من علامات الأزمنة. ولما بده يجي السيد المسيح على سحاب السماء كل البشر بيشوفوه مثل ما بيشوفوا الشمس، بس هالمرة جاي ليدين الأحياء والأموات. والرب يبارك الجميع.
Do not worry.
Well, howdy everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Do Not Worry. We're back this time. We're actually back. Officially. Got some explaining to do. So just give me a second and we'll get to that. But first, how's everybody doing? Trump.
برو بليز عم بصور ما حدش دق لي.
مين هيدا؟
هلا future إلي while watching this episode ما بدق لي during التصوير. Yeah, bye.
Like the video, leave a comment. We've been away for a while, folks. I don't remember how to do this. Leave a comment, engage with the channel. This is going to be a weird video. Okay, it's going to be a little bit of a downer. As if, you know, the world is going to shit. You know, Palestine, there's a lot of shit going on down there. It's hitting us here in the south. You know, we're deep in it now, baby. We're going to be talking about a lot. We've lost shuhada. We have some people who fell. We have some people who were injured. Have a lot to talk about. This is gonna be a Palestine heavy episode. If you've gotten sick of your Instagram for the past couple of days, you're not gonna like this episode. It's gonna be it's gonna be like your Instagram feed. Okay, we're gonna be reacting to a lot of crazy videos, tweets, just racist stuff, looking at the war, just reacting. We're gonna do our part to just try to process everything that's going on. You know, we are not qualified to talk about any of this, but in many ways we also are, because of where we live, because of the people we know that are being hurt by all of this. So we're not qualified, but we also are qualified. And we'll get to that.
Let's go.
In a bit. I just want to take 1 second to thank 2 brand new patrons who joined while we were on vacation, so that is super appreciated. Ilyas Salibi as a superhero patron, and Andrew DeBess also as a superhero patron. Thank you guys so much. We cannot keep the show going without our patrons. The interns get paid because of you guys, so thank you so much, seriously, especially while we're off. It means a lot to get support. So Ilyas, Andrew, we love you guys, and we're going to be thanking a bunch of our other patrons later in the episode. But if you want to support us and make sure this little tiny show can keep going during a war, consider supporting us on Patreon. That'll be very much appreciated. There's a couple of things that I just want to recap. So we lost an episode, folks. We filmed an episode last week, a comeback episode. It was great. Noor was here. Noor's not here. She had a little small surgery in her toe. Salamtik Noor.
ضفر اجري عبا اخضر طلعت تشيله.
Oh, it was filled with pus? Filled with pus. Ah, that's gross, Noor. See, you're not here to defend yourself and correct the record. So everyone was here. Nadim was wearing a cool leather jacket / shirt.
Oh, what the you should have worn it.
You should have worn that.
حلوة كمان.
You should have worn.
This is nice.
هلا بتشوفوها.
I think it was more.
Next week.
So we shot an episode. It was great. I talked about my lawsuit, folks. I'm getting sued for a 3rd time. Well, the first 2 times were just threats. This time I'm actually getting sued by the Lebanese Independent Film Festival. And a girl, I forgot what her name is. I'll try to...
فرح.
No, Farah is a
فرح المعترة.
allegedly...
alleged معترة.
Isma Sandy something. Hello. We'll talk about it later. But anyways, so I got sued. Joseph Meraib came to visit my house. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about Palestine, Kamena. Turns out we fucked up the audio on the episode, okay? There was... The mic that Nadim was using, the levels were all off, so he was way louder than all of us, and I exported all the audio on one single track, so like we couldn't just lower his voice. It was messed up. We couldn't fix it.
هو البودكاست منيح اللي اسمه Do Not Worry bro.
It's all full of worries. Let me move this down.
وليه كان مرة لازم نرجع نزقف لإلاي.
عنا جوزيف مرعب عنا. Who feels the pressure? I'm the one who feels that pressure all the time.
وقفت على هذا episode كله was cursed. أول 50 minutes صورناه the laptop crashed.
The first 30 minutes we had filmed, the laptop crashed because I updated my laptop to Sonoma or whatever the fuck it is, my MacBook. So when you do that, when you plug it into an external display, it crashes. But we did manage to salvage 1 clip last week, folks. We salvaged 1 clip, and it was a very good episode on Jadian. It was a comeback episode.
Such a good
It was a good episode. But the audio was bad. We managed we saved 1 clip, the Palestine clip. I was like, you know what? I'm going to release that 1 clip at least to give the viewers something. And I was planning on doing a drunk episode this week. I'm like, I don't want to talk about Palestine while we're doing a drunk episode. It's just disrespectful. So I'll release the video. People will know what our opinion on Palestine is. Then we can move on. The video was up for like 45 minutes, I would say. And Elijah got canceled.
In 45 minutes.
In 45 minutes here, I'm sorry, Elijah. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but let's look at some of the comments that we got. We were all getting canceled. But no, Elijah was getting the most of it for his thing. I like this comment. It's by Joseph Shaban. He says, L take, even though there were like 3 different takes in the video. He's like, L take. L. Yeah, man. Fair enough. We had this comment really annoyed me. Ramzi Hubbard. No, I mean, no offense to Ramzi, but he was like, oh, wow, you guys failed big time. Talking about morals and ethics in such a situation. Delete this before you lose a big chunk of your viewers. Now, if you guys know me, I hate...
بس دقيقة
أنا 1 second خليني أخلص. أنا بكره محي الفيديوز أولاً. And especially when someone says it in the comments. Now, we ended up deleting the video after 45 minutes, and this guy probably was like, ooh, it's because I told them to delete it. No, Ramzi, it's because my interns begged me to delete it.
بدي أقول شيء إن إحنا كنا عم نقول له خلص محي you might lose followers مثل أيرو.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Lose followers or we're going to get canceled. If you don't like my take, bro, you want to cancel me, go for it, bro. But I don't negotiate with terrorists. It's relevant to what we're talking about today. Best I did it because my interns were like, and Elijah was like, I didn't make my point very clear, so I don't want to fucking get canceled for that, and I'm getting all these comments. Unul was like, we're not even qualified to talk about this in the first place. Why are you even uploading this? Everyone was unhappy with me. I was like, you know what? Stop complaining. I took the video down, okay? If it were up to me, I would never take it down. Listen, Ramzi, thank you. We're only going to talk about Palestine this week. We got some more comments. Lively Lean, who always comments, we love Lean and her comment. She said, you should take sides, free Palestine. Maisa, or what's that? Mayashi? What's it? Maya?
Maya Ashe.
Maya Ashi says, oh my God, Elijah.
Maya Ahi.
Maya Ahi says, oh my God, Elijah. And then we got, okay, Elijah. Now, what was Elijah's take? Ya Adra from Gina Spams. Anyways.
Oh my God, عملت PTSD من الكومنتس تبع أول حلقة اللي أنا طلعت على البودكاست.
Oh yeah, people hated you the first time. Right. So everyone was mad at Elijah. First of all, guys, we don't need to say that we are not experts. First of all, we're going to be talking a lot about Palestine. We are not Sifr expertise. We're going to say things that a lot of you might disagree with. Elijah, يعني had a point of view.
my passive aggressive comment?
No, I figured it was better. And Elijah had a take last week, and his views changed. I know you guys want to know what I thought about Palestine 10 years ago when I lived in the States. I had no idea of what was going on. I'm like, yeah, isn't it complicated? Don't they both kind of have okay? You have time to like change your opinion. He's still young, but not 25.
I didn't even say I'm مع إسرائيل أو شيء. Like I'm pro-Palestinian as fuck.
Yeah, he's half Palestinian.
إنه ما بدي نزل صور جتت على my stories.
Yeah, he was just against the violence, and we found
out. Violence in general.
By the way, we found out he's half Palestinian.
Isn't
that crazy? That was
my mother's mom.
So
على فكرة sorry هلا my mom's family في 2 genocides يعني happening بأرمينيا هلا عم يصير genocide مو بيقطعوا وهلا فلسطين يعني
Elijah Haram, he's got
Elijah منيح لي زمد guys يعني
my DNA has trauma.
To quote J.K. Rowling, you got that mud blood. You got some of that mud blood in you. We're going to get to J.K. Rowling بعدين as Akrunes and see. But anyways, so we are going to talk about Palestine, and like to comment on what Noor was saying earlier, we're not qualified to talk about it. We're not qualified. And in the grand scheme of things, of course we're not qualified. مش داري سنة political science or geopolitical whatever the fuck. But like, our friends, the people we know are getting hurt by this. Our neighbors, our fellow Arabs, our Palestinian brothers and sisters are getting shelled. So, we're not qualified, but we are, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's get into Palestine. Let's talk about some things that we saw online. I've separated them into buckets to try to help Elijah with editing come in. And we got some memes, we got some racism, we got some depressing stuff, some cringe, some Sarah Silverman, J.K. Rowling, Brigitte Gabriel.
What? Why is she alone?
I don't even know who she is, bro. We have to start with Issam Abdallah, who is a Lebanese journalist who was working for Reuters, who got murdered by the Israelis working on the border. He was with a number of other journalists, photojournalists, one of them, Christina Assi. We're going to talk about it in a few moments. He was killed. Here was a post by MTV Lebanon. الصورة الأخيرة للزميل عصام عبد الله الذي استشهد اليوم أثناء تغطية القصف على جنوب لبنان وقد نشرها قبل حوالي ساعة من استشهاده. Half my Instagram turns out knows Issam. A lot of people I know were sharing very heartwarming stories about Issam on their Instagrams. Here's another photo of him on the ground doing his work. I never met Issam. I honestly never heard of him before this, but instantly you feel connected to that person now. You hear all these stories and all these like emotional stories. Reuters dropped this statement without ever naming Israel, which is very common for them. So they say, statement from Reuters: "We are deeply saddened to learn that our videographer Issam Abdallah has been killed." By who? Issam was part of a Reuters crew in southern Lebanon who was providing a live signal. A live signal of what? "We are urgently seeking more information, working with authorities in the region, and supporting Issam's family and colleagues." Reuters journalists Tahir al-Sudani and Mahir Nazih also sustained injuries and are seeking medical care. Our thoughts are with their families at this terrible time. So this was a very wishy-washy statement from Reuters.
But why were they pussing out? No.
Because they don't want to piss off whoever, maybe they're funding, bro. Whoever's funding them is probably, there's a lot of lobbies, or I don't know. I'm not qualified. That's no. They constantly, the international media is always very hesitant to ever condemn Israel. They never say Palestinians, like they said Palestinians are killed. You know what I mean? But who killed them? But when Israelis die, they're murdered by Hamas. When Palestinians die, they've just been killed. They just died randomly. There was AFP that kind of released something that was ridiculous. Like, breaking: Israel army very sorry for the journalist's death in Lebanon. Spokesperson. We're so sorry. Update: we're very sorry for the journalist's death. Military spokesperson Richard Heck told reporters when asked about the killing of the Reuters videographer on Friday. The Israeli military did not acknowledge responsibility, however. The Israeli enemy fired a rocket shell that hit a civilian car belonging to a media team, leading to the death of Issam Abdallah, a Reuters journalist, and wounding several others on Friday, the Lebanese army said on Saturday in a statement. Jordan Peterson had a disgusting tweet. He had a bunch of disgusting tweets last week that we kind of looked at. So CBC News wrote that Reuters journalist Issam Abdallah was killed and 6 others were injured Friday when an Israeli shell landed among a group of international journalists near South Lebanon. This is Jordan Peterson's quote tweet. "You have absolutely no shame, CBC, and the sooner you're defunded, the better. It sickens me to have any of my tax dollars devoted to your propagandistic woke news, your terrible and oh so subtle sins of omission, your outright lies." So fuck Jordan Peterson. In case Jordan Peterson, hey, the thinker, the great thinker. This is the marketplace of ideas, Nadim. The great marketplace of ideas. I had some Jordan Peterson stuff. Where were they? These were some of his tweets last week. "Give him hell, Netanyahu. Enough is enough." This was another tweet when Victorian socialists tweeted solidarity to the Palestinian resistance. Jordan Peterson tweeted, "You murderous anti-Semitic rats." Fuck Jordan Peterson. If you guys like him, I don't know who would.
You shouldn't.
Our thoughts are with Issam's family, his friends, the people who know him. I don't really know what to say. He was murdered by the Israeli regime and the illegal occupying force. So there was someone else that was also injured. Her name is Christina Assi. She is a photojournalist. Here is a picture of Christina. I've actually been following Christina on Twitter for a very long time, and we follow each other on Instagram. She actually watches this show, which she survived. She's injured. She's in the hospital right now. She got a bunch of surgeries today. I keep hearing that they're fighting hard to save her legs, which is scary to think about. But so when we went on vacation about a month ago, she actually sent me this DM. I've never met Christina, by the way. We've only spoken online. She said, "We will miss you guys. Thursdays aren't fun with the podcast." I think she meant to say without the podcast. But it was a very sweet message to get from her. And as soon as I heard that she was hurt, I thought about this message and I went and I wanted to just look at it because I take a lot of these messages for granted sometimes. And these guys know how much I complain about sometimes low views or no one cares about this podcast. And I get messages like this and I take them for granted. Well, never again. Especially this one. This is probably now the most cherished direct message I have from basically one of you guys, one of our viewers who's currently lying in a hospital bed. Sorry. Here is a headline. Journalists wounded after Zionist regime strikes targets their positions in Lebanon. She is alive as of now. This is a very difficult photo to look at. This is one of our viewers lying on the floor, you know, because of the Israeli army. So I think it's important to look at that. This was a video that Christina released on her Instagram just a few moments before they got hit, just to show that the press was clearly clearly marked. They were far from any action, any danger. Look at them standing there. There was no reason to attack them. There was no reason to hit them. Obviously, this was a deliberate attack by the Israeli military. Sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place, guys. There were calls for blood. She's doing so she had a surgery today. I have some updates. Her friend, a good friend of Christina, Romy Boulos, has been providing me with updates on Instagram, asking me to share some messages, like to get blood donations for Christina and stuff. And I have a couple of updates from her, starting with this one right here. So she had a surgery today on Tuesday, as of this recording. She says she's been stable and still critical, therefore is in the ICU. She has been improving hour by hour, and she is fighting hard and is so strong. Many people have been donating blood, which is incredible, and these will be needed for the upcoming operations in the next days/weeks ahead. So Christina is not out of the woods in any way, shape, or form. You know, she still has a lot to go through. But so far, it's looking good, hopefully, fingers crossed. So I asked about her legs and if there was any risk of losing them. She said, yeah, as her legs were badly injured, they're doing their best to repair everything. Alhamdulillah, so far so good. And then she just added this, which kind of broke me again. She said, you know, it was always our thing to chill and watch your videos every week together. It's nice of you to mention her and tell everyone what a hero she really is.
You are. Anjad.
Yeah, no. Akid la, bro. She's the hero, man. This is, the fact that she watches the show, we are not worthy of her viewership. That's what I'll say. So, anyways, I don't want to, this is getting, sorry. I looked through the DMs to see if there was if she ever mentioned anyone that she, not hated, but like, you know, who does Christina really dislike? You know what I mean? So I found this message. She's like, are you going to discuss Noor Arida? I said, yes, ma'am. The next day she had sent me a video. So guess what? We're going to talk about Noor Arida. This one's for Christina.
She's been very cringe.
Yeah, so Noor Arida posted this a few days ago.
Oh my God.
She tried to do I'm not taking sides. Can I get some tissue from over there, please? Yeah. She said, I'm not taking sides. So she said, no child on earth, no matter where they come from, no matter what nationality they hold, and no matter what their religion is, should endure any sort of violence. Of course, Noor, we agree, but what children are you talking about? The moment this happens means we as adults have failed them. If you do not feel the same as a human being, it's time to ask yourself, what is wrong with you? Children everywhere are innocent. So Honi, she basically said nothing. This whole paragraph to say absolutely nothing. She didn't condemn anything. She didn't condemn anyone. Children shouldn't be hurt. Oh, wow, thank you. No, I did not know that. Did you know that? No one should harm children? Then she posts this. I think بعد السحسوح. My 8-year-old daughter, who knows that the Middle East is suffering since she sees us watching the news and talking about it, just asked me, why don't they play rock, paper, scissors instead and see who wins? This way, nobody gets hurt, mommy. She didn't say mommy at the end, but I know. That's how innocent children are. That's how far children are from violence. And this shows you how monstrous adults are. Around 1,000 children died in Gaza until now. Look, bravo, Noor, isn't that fucking hard? I repeat, children everywhere, Honi, she's going back to the point earlier, everywhere, no matter their nationality, religion, and race, deserve to live peacefully. So, hey, بعد السحسوح, بعد ما أكلت, why aren't you taking a more stance? That's what she did. A lot of these celebrities, I get they're in a tricky position. They have sponsors, they work with brands. A lot of these brands either have affiliations with Mabari, whatever. It's complicated. Internationally, in my opinion, don't say anything. If you want to say something, either say something and take a stand, or don't say anything at all. You know what I mean? Again, what I always say, when you try to please everybody, you end up pleasing nobody. Take a stance. You might piss some people off, but you're going to earn, I think, a little bit more respect. Before we move on, so Christina, God bless you. We're with you. We love you. Thank you for watching the show. We hope you get to watch our show again. I hope to get to meet you in person sometime.
You're
goddamn
a superhero.
You're like, superhero doesn't even begin to describe the person. This was her first mission, Kamin, I heard. This was her first mission. So for this to happen, we love you. You're so brave. Keep fighting. We got you. Whatever you need, we got you. If the Israeli army wants to come for you, they're going to have to go through us first. I'm telling you that. So,
Okay.
let's go.
Support for everyone covering, mainly journalists covering.
عن جد.
تحت الأسف.
This makes you appreciate journalists in a way that I frankly did not before.
Agreed.
طيب, sorry about the crying, folks. Let's just نغير الأجواء على السريع. Our brother Jonas with a rap song for Palestine.
Palestine, the land of strength and resilience. We stand with you in the struggle in full brilliance. Screaming for justice, your hopes won't be denied. Together we will rise, side by side. Palestine, the land of strength and resilience. We stand with you in the struggle in full brilliance. Screaming for justice, your hopes won't be denied. Together we will rise, side by side.
It was too early, should be together we will rise.
Side by side.
One more time, just for the
لا
Palestinians. For the fallen, for the fallen.
Palestine, the land of strength and resilience. We stand with you in the struggle in full brilliance. Screaming for justice, your hopes won't be denied. Together we will rise, side by side. Palestine, the land of strength and resilience. We stand with you in the struggle in full brilliance. Screaming for justice, your hopes won't be denied. Together we will rise, side by side.
Pass it's your workout playlist.
It hasn't made it on there yet. شو بعد عنا? Let's have some fun. Dr. Food ما يدري جليدة شكلك ولا سماكتك
كبه
بالزبالة بالتراش مثل
ولا
ما
سمكت الشوكولا والبسكويت.
جابر ستور.
شايفينا لهذه المنطقة دي كلها إسرائيل يا جماعة الخير. قلت لكم بدي أعملكم العرض على الحدود والكسف قايم قيامته. عرض الجنون من خيكم الجابر على الشنات العسكرية الأربع طبقات الكواليتي العالية من أخوكم الجابر.
ما في بزنس مان مثل اللبناني ما حدا يقول لي.
What the fuck؟
شوفوا من
تحت القصف برو عم بيبيع شنط.
طب هيدا مثلا ما خرجوا صاروخ.
أخوكم الجابر واقف بالشنات.
This is capitalism baby. This guy's doing it
قالوا
right.
لي إنه أنا فايت وبدي أعمل هجوم بري عليهم. العرض من خيكم الجابر راح يكون بس بقيمة على هيدي الشنطة
برو هيدا بزنس.
بس كثير خطر شو عم يعمل هو.
irresponsible.
برو الاسعار خطرين. ليك
اسعار نار. That's what's
ما بيسمع صوت الجات.
والعرض
اسمع كل شيء.
Like عن جد this shows you the admin side of social how far you're willing to go viral.
عملوا لايك هذا.
Oh my god.
شو بدنا نعمل؟ Anyways, let's go back to.
أنا عم بتخيل like الإسرائيلية عم بيراقبوا عم بيشوفوا واحد حامل شنطة عم
دمي هالشنطة $5 جوا.
ليك في كتير. طب one more meme before we get back into the serious stuff.
يلا one more.
في البريمو خينا البريمو هيدا بيعمل فلافل.
بحط اللايف اللي بعتها
بتعرفوه هلا عم بقول له هيدا البريمو اهم.
يعني الأصلي أكبر ساندويش فلافل بالعالم بتخنة وبكبرة هيدي بتطعمي 10 أشخاص.
So this is بريمو بس taste قبل ما نفوت بالبالستاين بريمو.
بس سوري قال ساندويش ل10 اشخاص.
It's the big sandwich bro.
مش كل واحد أخذ $200-300 ليعمل دعاية لمطعم بيقول عنه أطيب مطعم بلبنان كله. قول أطيب مطعم
Anyways, where are the Palestine بريموز? Let me see ثانية بس هيدي هي. كل الدعم.
قذائفكن يلي عم تنزل علينا بالجنوب وسرميتنا سوا بنعتبرهم فرقاع هول بالنسبة لإلنا. وهياني أنا فاتح المحل وعم بشتغل والحياة طبيعية ما حدا يخاف. بريمو. إن لم تكونوا أحرارا من أمة حرة فحرية الأمم عار عليكم. نحن لا نعتدي على أحد ولا نهاجم أحد، بل إذا هجمنا لسنا نعاجا بل أسود.
بريمو.
هيدي هي برو.
يعني الأصلي تحية من جنوب لبنان لفلسطين ولشعبها الحبيب المناضل الشريف. هيدي الساندويش الأصلية 100%. حاولوا كتير يسرقوها يلي ما بيتسموا يلي عم ياكلوا قتل هلا، ولكن بعيدة وطويلة على رقبتهم. هيدي الفلافل أكلة فلسطينية وللموت رح تبقى فلسطينية.
لكن ايه البريمو؟
الحمراء بالترتيب والفقشة البريمو. 5 قراص لعيونكم.
5 بتشيل ساندويش فلافل هلا؟
برو اكلت فلافل on Sunday.
التراتور الاكسترا.
I was watching this video
الخيار. الله محيي المقاومين شباب العزة والكرامة والشجاعة. رفعتوا راس الأمة كلها. تحياتي لكم جميعا كلهم.
Anyways, we got Brimo. The war is Brimo approved, folks.
في لايف
جيش مقاومين. Sorry.
كنت عم بحضر لايف فيديو كمان حدا مطعم ثابت عم يعمل دعاية على اللايف اجى قال عامل ديسكاونت لأهالي غزة بلبنان قالوا له بالكومنتس برو انت مش فاهم شيء.
Let's get to some racism. Racism is fun, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, okay, little boy got murdered.
It was USA.
Horrible, yeah. A landlord from Illinois, reportedly motivated by the Israeli aggression against Gaza, just killed 6-year-old Muslim boy Wadi Al-Fayoumi, stabbed him 26 times and seriously injured his mother. How can you even
How do you stab a little boy?
How can someone this tiny be even stabbed? It's
Come in.
Insane. The landlord reportedly shouted, "You Muslims must die." You guys want to know what the killer looked like? There he is. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking motherfucker. And his mother also had more than a dozen stab wounds.
إن شاء الله بحطوه بفرن بنيكو أختك يا.
The mother survived. يعني you can only imagine the pain the mother is going through and how much she wishes the roles were reversed. يعني ما معقول. Crazy. This was a piece of art shared on Twitter by Arsen Otrovsky, who's like a human rights ما بعرف شو. Look at this. That's pretty cool, isn't this? Look at that. Look at how Arabs are portrayed. Disney, what's that? Oh yeah, the Walt Disney Company has pledged $2 million for humanitarian aid in Israel because they need it. That's where they need the money. They need the humanitarian aid. You're right, Disney. You're right. Ironically, Walt Disney was the world's biggest anti-Semite. Walt Disney hates the Jews. If you see old Disney cartoons, bro, yeah, no, it's just ironic. Not that Jews have nothing to do with Zionism and all that.
I figure they might be siding with this من ورا هالسيت.
They're trying to overcompensate. أكيد. Fuck Jerry, which is a very popular meme page that people love. They were sharing a bunch of stupid shit. Look at this. They shared this from Meghan McCain. Imagine being in a position to restore electricity, fuel, food, and water to 2 million people by simply releasing 150 innocent men, women, and children you just kidnapped. That's the choice Hamas is facing, and their decision proves they're working against both Israelis and Palestinians. So let's talk about this, Anna. I wanted to talk about this at first, but we got carried away with some of the other topics. We talked about this last week on our episode. Our patrons have access to this video. Anna, what do I think about what is happening right now? Again, not a political expert. I think it is. This is all Israel's fault. Israel has been occupying Palestine for 75 years in illegal occupation. They've imprisoned over 2 million Palestinians in the largest open-air prison in the world for the past 16 years. They have been indiscriminately murdering, dehumanizing Palestinians for 75 years. What do you expect was going to happen? What do you Palestinians have tried everything. They've tried peaceful marches. In 2018, thousands of Palestinians marched to the border peacefully, once a week, like every Friday. And the IDF was shooting innocent civilians, women and children, for marching peacefully. So when you try peace and that doesn't work, why would they not turn to violence? Does that mean any of us here condone the killing of innocent Israeli civilians? Of course not. And some of you might be like, there are no innocent Israeli civilians. They're all settlers. Actually, no, they're not all settlers, Andy. You come in and you can't think like that. Do I love Israelis and Zionism? Of course not. But you got to have some empathy, Kamena. But of course, that has to be matched by the empathy. There's no empathy for Palestinians. It's only Israelis that ever get attention. But do I understand? Is the violence horrific? Of course it is. But is there an explanation for it? Do I understand it? Of course I do.
As fucked as it is, the violence is justified.
The violence is justified, and it is a direct result of Israel's violence. Basically, Israel started it. You can't put someone in a corner for 75 years in a cage, shit on them, beat them, spit on them, and expect them not to react. This was Palestine's reaction. Is it violent? Is it ugly? Yes, but occupation is ugly. Occupation is violence. Violence begets violence. So they're blaming Hamas. So this is Hamas's fault. So we need to completely destroy Gaza and turn it into a parking lot. This is your fault. This is your fucking fault. And now they're attacking us. So they're bombing Egypt. So they're bombing Syria.
أنا من هيديك الجمعة لهي الجمعة ما يتيك كتير تغيرت عن كل موضوع عن جد يعني.
So much happened.
يعني no way يعني هلا صرنا محل من انه عالم ما خصها مثلا مثل لبنان مثل عصام مثل جورنالست كل العالم ما خصها طب هنا شو خاصهم ينزل عليهم صواريخ؟ ما مش معقول ما انه انت ستيت انت بحرب. طب at least just fight your enemies, don't fight like innocent people. ما خاصهم
هون they justify it انه Hezbollah's firing rockets, so they're firing back at Hezbollah. يي بالغلط we hit them. They've done, bro. They literally they
that's
gave
their narrative حتى بفلسطين انه they killed these innocent Palestinian civilians لأن بيقولوا حماس.
Well, yeah, of course, man. That's it's normal. يعني
ما في حدا innocent يعني.
What pissed me off أكتر شيء a few days ago وقت قالوا إنه they gave the evacuation papers. Like they went out in public بالروت لقالون يروحوا فيه وقتلوهم هونيك. And they were also bombing ambulances, which in war that doesn't usually happen, and it's very like تعتبر illegal يعني.
Yeah.
They're like fucking ma bro, what the fuck?
40% of the people living in Gaza are 14 years old and under. So every time they drop a bomb, and they've killed already over 1,000 kids just in the past 7 days. 50% are kids. Yeah, and anytime you look, 300 people just died in this, or 100 people died, 50% are kids. Yeah, and they're literally just indiscriminately committing genocide in public. They're killing kids for the world to see, and the world is literally just watching. ونحن قاعدين على social media, we're doing our best يعني to raise awareness. But I want to talk about social media كمان. But look at this poll. So Guy Benson, I don't know if he's pro this or pro that, but he shared this. I think he's pro-Israel. New U.S. polling. CNN did a poll. 71% of CNN's audience calls Israel's defensive war justified. Only 8% of CNN's audience say that it's fully unjustified. According to the Washington Post audience, it says that U.S. support for Israel is appropriate or insufficient. Just 18% say that it's too much. This just goes to show you that the entire media apparatus, the international media apparatus, is working against Palestinians. It is colluding against them. So it doesn't matter. We're sitting on social media, we're sharing, we're doing what we can, what we think we can.
Their ultimate goal is to dehumanize Palestinians. بيحكوا عنهم كأنهم ورق.
And it's working. And it's working, unfortunately. كمان in terms of dehumanization, I've been seeing this trend on Twitter. They keep talking about inbreeding and IQ be Palestine. Here's one example. Not Your Jewish Mom said, I have read that due to inbreeding in Palestine, the average IQ is in the 70s. We're not dealing with intelligent or educated people. Red Oracle says the average IQ in Palestine is less than 70, and more than 30% are married to first cousins, so inbreeding is rampant.
What the fuck?
So you've got an uber patriarchy of goat herders with borderline retardation. That's the Israel-Palestine problem. MAGA Mike says the average IQ of people living in Gaza is 67.5. Talk about an inbreeding bunch of animals. And they go on. This is
what
like
the fuck?
Another narrative على Twitter people using.
أول شيء شغلة it's completely incorrect. There's a lot of genius people like that immigrated يعني عن جد وتنقول their IQ is dumb شخص that doesn't justify somebody to die.
Exactly. They're saying it as if no, they're dumb and they're inbred. We gotta kill them. First of all, even if it is true that there's a higher rate of inbreeding and lower IQ in Gaza, but it possibly could be. So first of all, people in Gaza are trapped. They can't leave. No one can go into Gaza. No one can leave Gaza. So the pool, the gene pool.
But I don't think it should be explained like whether it is
or
not.
I'm not even trying to defend them. But they could be they can have one IQ. This doesn't give anyone the right to kill anyone. Exactly. I do want to explain that even if they do have lower IQ, this is a direct result of what Israel is doing because you're trapping these people in a prison. So Sarandon a limited gene pool. They can't leave and sleep with other people to expand it. And if there's low IQs, because you keep bombing their fucking schools. You keep bombing their hospitals. You keep bombing centers and shelters and NGOs that are trying to teach people. So of course their IQ رح ينزل شوي and there's going to be more inbreeding. It is a natural result of your illegal occupation. So, and I don't even think it's true. And if it's true, it's probably like way lower than what they're saying. This is just another narrative. But even if it was true, it doesn't give you the right to fucking touch them. And it's your fucking fault. So, كمان, this whole fucking thing makes no sense. MSNBC suspends Muslim anchors. كمان, I heard that they haven't, so 50-50 on that one. But Ali Velshi, the guy on the right, he used to be at CNN. There's Mehdi Hassan on the left, and the guy in the middle, I don't know who the fuck he is. These are Muslim anchors working on American news stations. Apparently, they've all been silenced, and they don't want, because they've kind of been speaking out against Israel. So you're going to see, you've been seeing a lot less of them on TV now than you normally do. This fucking guy, this video's been going viral these couple days in Italy. Check it out.
Yeah. Go to Palestine. Fucking kill you. Go to Palestine. Palestine. You want Palestine?
يا ان شاء الله يطلع لي حدا هيك قدامي.
What a piece of shit.
لناكل غاضب.
Say Palestine one more time! Say Palestine one more time! I will fuck you in the eyes! Say Palestine one more time! Say Palestine one more time! Say it! Say it! Shut the fuck up and get lost!
Yes, yeah, bro.
Get lost!
This is where I want to test out my boxing in public. I'm like, you know what, motherfucker? Say Palestine one more time. So, hey, he's in Italy. You know how people walk up to you? They work for like UNHCR. They're just trying to get donations. We're trying to gather some donations for Palestine. Jen, bro. The guy went, sounds like a Nazi. Oh, say Palestine! Nine! Motherfucker, bro. Such a fucking piece of shit racist, bro. They're just trying to collect some money, bro. Lost the shit. I hope his picture gets out there. I hope he gets exposed. He gets fucking fired. Let's just fucking shame this guy.
Yeah, fired. He's in Europe, bro. Most likely he'll be like considered a hero.
Inshallah he works for someone that's fucking super leftist. Shubat fi hon. Sorry guys, there's just a fuckload. This is like an American lady that lives in Israel. I don't even remember what she's saying, but just fuck these people. Because like, hey, she's from fucking Michigan or some shit. Rahat Israel. She fucking kicked out a family from their home. Yeah, like she wants a free house. I hate you. Let's watch this.
Hi everyone. Woo, wow, you hear that? It is, I think, 1 p.m. We are going to be leaving Ashkelon now because I just don't feel safe here. Oh, no. But I do want to give you one piece of good news. That day and night, So just her caption says, I can hear Hamas being pulverized and it's the sweetest sound I've ever heard. Fuck? So yeah. Few minutes, sometimes seconds, I can hear our IDF, our incredible army, bombing the living daylights out of Hamas. And it is giving me so much strength. You can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear now. I hope that they are showing Hamas just this much of the wrath of God, showing them that if you touch a single hair on any Jew's head, we will come and we will bomb you until we just obliterate you from the face of the earth.
Shut up, bitch!
Dude, I fucking love this video. I'm gonna be using this a lot today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shut up, bitch! Yeah. What? You guys want to listen to some more? Yeah, she's pissing me off. Let's listen.
Like, how is this not considered a terrorist? Such pure evil. Anyways, here in Ashkelon, we can hear everything. I'm going to Jerusalem now, God willing. We're going to leave because I just cannot take the constant bombing. And, like, the sirens are pretty much nonstop.
Go back to fucking Michigan!
Anyways, that's my update. Hashem, please be with our soldiers. I'm so grateful to every single one of our troops.
Shut up, bitch! Rock told her, bro. Shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah, she's fucking annoying, man. Hey, go back to Jersey. Go back to fucking Michigan. Go back to wherever the fuck you came from, because you sure as hell ain't from Israel or Palestine. Bro. That's why people have been kicked out of their homes so that this fucking lady can come and move in there. What else is there? You guys having a good time? I'm so sorry for all of this. This went viral, Kamena.
Fuck Palestine!
This is in New York.
Palestine to my dick!
What do you think the response should be from Netanyahu and the military to Gaza?
Kill all Palestinians! All of them! Not one left from the river to the sea. Palestine will be deceased! And Israel need to do like this. You see? Now Gaza. Like this. Gaza need to do like this.
عيرب شفافك وعيرب شكلك. شوفوا لي ملا شكل عليه هيدا. Look how comfortable they are saying this on fucking camera. Look how fucking comfortable they are, bro, calling for a genocide and the extermination of an entire people on fucking camera.
هل ما عم بفهم like how شو؟
Disgusting. I don't want to watch more of this. It's just actually, there's
built-in hatred for them to think it's a good thing to say this.
It's ingrained. I want to watch the lady flatten Gaza. I got to see that lady.
All this, Jewish. Two options.
What do you think the response should be to Gaza?
We gotta wipe them off the fucking map. I'm talking about every fucking flatten them like a parking lot.
وهيدا bro.
هيدا شو عرفوا؟
هيدا أمريكينا bro. We gotta wipe them off the fucking map, bro.
They proved to us that there's nothing else you can do. We tried.
Hey, you tried.
We tried everything. It doesn't work. We have to wipe them.
Sure, you tried killing?
Like a fucking parking lot.
Yeah, I'm not stopping.
مين هالunqualified people عم يعطوا رأيهم in the worst possible?
They're frat bros.
Now it's the time that we need to erase Gaza.
there is people inside.
Well, they probably ما حتى بيعرفوا شو يعني
غزة. The lady that I love.
We need to kill all of them and free Israel. All of their beliefs is killing Jewish and killing and murder our people.
Flatten it. Flatten Gaza.
Flatten it. Flatten Gaza. Flatten it. And her veneers, same as I gotta see it again. Flatten it.
How much بفتكر?
Flatten it. Flatten Gaza.
Flatten it.
How much?
Flatten Gaza. All right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Journalists fired. So Dalal Mawad, she got canceled for like a tweet. I've got it for a post she had last week. There's an ongoing war on the freedom of speech in Western media. BBC Arab journalists attacked and under investigation for talking about Gaza. MSNBC Arab anchors taken off air. Journalists losing their jobs. So basically, people in the States. I'm kind of glad I don't live in the States. That's a big comment. I'm glad I don't live in the States in times like these because I feel like I wouldn't be able to properly express myself over there. You know what I mean? Like in my old job, when I used to work in the States, my boss was Jewish. I don't know where he stands on the Israel-Palestine issue. But if he was very pro-Israel, I would not have dared. I would have been very careful about what I share on social media, on Instagram, because it could cost you your job. I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to say that every Jewish person is a Zionist, please.
Abadan.
I'm not saying that. But if he was super pro-Israel, that would have been a big problem for me at work.
Yeah.
So it puts you, and I do, and a lot of people are complaining on social media that
many people are facing this issue برا على فكرة.
Many celebrities.
Lebanese people on social media are complaining that all my American friends stop trying to convince your friends, bro. Bilakis. These are the people that it's way harder for an American person to talk about this than it is for you. Inta, Lebanon وأنا, bro. My 7,000 followers, 90% of them be Lebanon, bro. I'm not changing anyone's mind. أنا كله echo chamber. And most of you too. And that's kind of the problem, we're sharing this to people who know. And I kill my followers, bro, Lebanese. Sure. I'm not helping if I had American followers, that's fucking helpful. You know what I mean? And I'm old, when I got on Instagram, بعد ما خلصت الجامعة, like to me, my generation is different. If I were still on fucking Facebook, I have a lot of my college friends on Facebook, and I'm not even on Facebook anymore. But technically, if I want to make a difference, I should be posting this shit on Facebook because that's where I have the most Americans. Posting this to Arabs. It's kind of useless, but and I'm trying my best. I have some American followers, so I'm doing what I can. It's like those are the people we need to get.
Yes, man. كمان في Mohamad Salah, the football guy.
Yeah.
The football player. He got كتير backlash at the fact that he never shared the story about Palestine وهيك.
all these celebrities.
But at the same time هو لأنه he plays at Liverpool وLiverpool لأنه the guy تبع Liverpool is Jewish ما بعرف شو هيك.
So it's They're in a, it's hard. It's kind of, you know what I mean? By the way, we have some other topics that are ready to go in case, because I think this episode is going to be mostly focused on Palestine. Again, sorry guys, it's just that we talked about last week that we lost that we'll try to get to at the end of this episode. I definitely want to talk about my lawsuit. This has to enter the lore officially of the podcast. Me being sued, I want to milk that shit. So, is Amish this week, next week, promise us. And the drunk episode is still coming.
It would be funny to talk about the lawsuit مع the drunk episode.
Yeah, ما هيك هلا مش وقت. Or dangerous to talk about the lawsuit while being drunk.
Exactly.
You guys like that danger, don't you? Okay, speaking of, we were just talking about Instagram, social media, shadow ban. Apparently Meta and Instagram have been shadow banning people's posts. When you post about Palestine, no one sees your stories. And I just screenshotted, these are literally screenshots from my own followers on Instagram. This is Mira Fawal. You can see here she had her previous stories had 200 views. Her next story, literally posted an hour ago, has 1 view, which is crazy. You know what I mean? That makes no sense. This is an old coworker of mine, Rasha. Here she posted an Ivan Dibis piece of art of Issam. And then, Kamena, when you look at the views, 29 minutes later, it has 137 views.
28.
It has 28 views, and she has 300,000 followers on Instagram. She's an actress and stuff. So no one saw that. That's crazy. And Sarah Jane, my cousin and patron on this show, folks. We love Sarah Jane. Kamena, she shared a post about Issam. Then a couple moments later, it only had 6 views. So it's just crazy. It's crazy.
If you want a loophole for this, instead of reposting, screenshot to post it.
And I've been putting the Israeli flag on the side. I've been hiding it, and then hashtag I stand with Israel, and I hide it on the side. No one sees it.
Smart.
I've been trying to fight the algorithm that way. So anyways, it's something to keep in mind.
Fun fact.
Fun facts about the war.
No. Basically what they're doing كمان إذا حدا كاتب فلسطين بس بايو بتحط translate بترجم Palestinian terrorist.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
وحدة بتحطها كاسم إسرائيل it translates to شيء إنه pro إسرائيل.
But I don't know if I believe that stuff yet. Like I just saw it.
I just saw these.
أنا كمان sticking to social media شوي. These things always make me cringe. I'm sorry. Feeling helpless during the current situation can be overwhelming, but there are steps you can take to cope with these emotions. Like, take a break from social media revolution. I'm like, bro, there's nothing tiring about posting shit. It's tiring to watch it. I get it. But step 1, acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to feel helpless. Recognizing your emotions is the first step in dealing with them. I want to hit whoever wrote this. Reed Romanos, I hate this. I hate these posts. It always happens. And people start sharing on social media. Inevitably, in 2-3 days, you should take it easy. Rest. Sharing all this stuff is hard. No, it's not. You know what's hard? Going on the fucking border.
What's hard is experiencing that shit.
Experiencing it. Sharing on Instagram is the least you can fucking do when you're sitting on the fucking shitter, bro. Oh my God. I have to, like, I'm not like trying to complain about younger people who like snowflakes. Like, I hate it, bro. But like, what is this? What is this? We're acknowledging our feelings because if we're sharing shit on Instagram, I hate these fucking posts. I'm sorry. Romanos. I've seen a lot of these. Step number 3, limit exposure. While staying informed is important, too much exposure to distressing news can increase feelings of helplessness. Set boundaries on your media consumption. Well, look, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. I just hate it. Reach out. Connect with loved ones or support groups. Sharing your feelings can provide emotional relief and a sense of connection. And maybe I'm doing it all wrong, Who knows?
Please keep your seatbelts on.
Keep your seatbelts on. Please, no smoking is allowed. Focus on what you can control. Identify small actions you can take to regain a sense of control in your life. This might be as simple as organizing your living space or helping others in your community. I want to fucking, I can't, you know what? I got it. What can I control? We're sharing. I got to fucking clean. I hate this. Stay hopeful. Hold on to hope for a better future. Remember that difficult times are not permanent. Go tell that to the Palestinians. Stay hopeful.
70 سنة.
قل له لعلي الصغير اللي قاعد هلا مات عائلته كلها ومات اخواته كلهم. Bro, go tell them. Stay hopeful, buddy. Stay hopeful. Don't tire yourself out by overposting on social media. I hate this. Have I said that I hate it? That's my favorite. Seek professional help. I think, yeah, you know what? There we go. If your feelings of helplessness persist and are affecting your well-being, consider speaking with a mental health professional who can provide guidance. Go see a shrink. Fuck it. Sorry, I don't know. This other thing is cringy. So Instagram got split last week. Half of my Instagram was sharing this post. The other was sharing a parody of this post. And no, stop fucking sharing shit like this. By Dalal Mahmoud, who we mentioned earlier. You can support the Palestinians and their right to end occupation and not support Hamas. You can be an advocate of Palestinians' rights and not endorse Hezbollah or Iran's regime. You can be pro-Palestinian without being anti-Semitic. You can support Ukraine's sovereignty and decry Israel's human rights abuses. You can condemn terrorism and the killing of innocent civilians and still believe in one's right to resist. These stances are not mutually exclusive. Dalal is saying this. This post is useful for, again, Americans. She's just disclaimers, but please, I'm not racist. Don't think I'm racist. I'm not supporting Hamas. But please help the Palestinians. I get it. Would I share this? Of course not. This hurts my bones to read stuff like this. And stuff like, take a break, acknowledge your feelings. This hurts my bones. It hurts my body, You know what I mean? بس انه
that's a safe answer.
انه it's the safe answer. انه بس انه كمان خلص انه someone said it like your friends, your American friends already think you're a terrorist. So fucking go all in. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, هيدا شوية cringe. بدكم Brigitte Gabriel.
جاي لك بدي اياها.
Brigitte Gabriel. You don't even know what she is or what she's about.
I'm peak. My interest is peak.
Brigitte Gabriel. I saw these on Twitter. She's a Lebanese woman who lives in the States. Okay, and شبعت this massive fucking tweet. Lebanon was the only Christian majority nation in the Middle East. It's where I was born. We prided ourselves on inclusivity, always welcoming Arab Muslim refugees from all over the Middle East. We had the best economy despite having no natural oil, the best universities. They called Beirut the Paris of the Middle East, and the mountains of Lebanon was a tourist destination. My early childhood was idyllic. My father was a prosperous businessman in town, and my mother was at home with me, an only child. Slowly, the Arab Muslims began to become the majority in Lebanon, and our rights began to wither away. Soon, we would find ourselves unable to leave our small Christian town without fear of being stopped and killed by Arabs. What? Lady, you are an Arab. In Lebanon, your religion is on your government issued ID. That's part one.
هيدا برو ما بتعرف شيء
برقبتها.
هيدا بس بتلبس بروتال بتسمع سبيتش بشير جميل وبتصلي
مش مشطوب على قلبي شو صار شو
عمل لك هيدا بس تلبس بروتال وبتحط بالباك جراوند سبيتش بشير جميل وبتكنس البيت.
As the war intensified and the radical Islamists made their way south, my home was hit by an errant rocket and my life was forever changed. Okay, that does suck. We spent the next almost decade in what شو في؟
مش ما حكيت على الكاميرا. Basically like هلا اسرائيل قصفوا هوسبيتال وقلت لك قبل انه 100 شهيد صاروا 1000
500
اكثر من 1000 شهيد
بس in the hospital attack.
Yep.
They just killed 1,000 people.
قصفوا اكبر هوسبيتال.
قصفوا هيدا المشرق
صار ميت فوق 1000 شهيد وموست اوف ذم اطفال لانه بالمستشفيات ما عم بفوتوا غير اطفال كانوا.
اكيد كله اطفال برو.
وانت شفت like the fucked up part عم بحطوا dead bodies in like ice cream trucks.
Yeah.
ما في مطرح.
They did like a mass.
Oh my god. We have to fuck man. We spent the next almost decade in a bomb shelter, scraping together pennies and eating dandelions and roots just to survive. If it was not for Israel coming and surrounding our town, I do not know if I would be here today. Oh, so she's saying Israel saved her. Okay. Lebanon is now a country 100% controlled and run by Hezbollah. I lost my country of birth. I thank God every single day I was able to immigrate to America and live out the dream that billions of people only dream of having. Now here in America, my adopted country that I have come to love so much, I see the same threats and warning signs happening now that took place in Lebanon when I was a child. This is my warning to you, America. Reverse course now while you still can. It's not too late to save our freedom and preserve it for the next generation.
قتلوا كل الإسلام.
No way. عن جد هي.
So this it's because of people like her, bro, that landlord went and killed. So here's just a screenshot of her Twitter. So she's a survivor. Her bio says survivor of terrorism.
What?
Founder and chairman, New York Times best-selling author, national security expert, blah blah blah. So here's a 10-minute video of her basically talking. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, of course.
مبين شرموطة تحت الجسر مع عملتين.
Whoa! Hey, you said it. I didn't say it. Let's watch.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me. My name is Brigitte Gabriel, and I wanted to share with you my story.
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah!
Hey, yo!
Yeah! Say, what was that? Sorry. Atashnik, Brigitte, go again.
When I put a post about my background, that many of my new followers and people who know me as a political commentator who's always commenting on political...
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah! Hell yeah, baby! Shut up, bitch!
الراس مش معقول كيف كل شيء بالاخر بتصير انت مسلم بدك تخت لبنان كل شيء الحق على الاسلام ما شو
I don't call women bitches. I just have to clarify. Just when they're like this, carte blanche, Zionist or Brigitte شو اسمها عائلتها؟ شو Gabriel Zionist and Brigitte Gabriel, y'all are bitches. I can say that word guilt free, baby. Let's Natia about one more chance.
That a lot of people have no idea about my background and why I am so passionate speaking the way I speak. But let me share with you my background, and you'll understand where this passion comes from and why this week has been so difficult.
Shut up, bitch!
Hey, that's enough. We can watch the whole thing next week if you want. We'll get drunk to
watch this video. Get flagged for bullying. Oh shit, hella.
Bro, this video has no hope of monetization. Hella YouTube. That was Brigitte Gabriel. Should we take a little meme break? Little meme break.
فرجي تيك توك لايف حل الحرب.
Folks, yeah, TikTok live saved حلت الحرب. شوفوا.
يا الله
دعمونا لنربح ضد اسرائيل.
بدنا دعم، بدنا ورود، بدي بالين، بعتوا لنا دعم يا شباب. Visual like it. Hey, look, this is as
افتح الباب الشباب.
It's fucked up يعني. So يعني.
Unless the guy lives in Palestine.
I can't praise him. Here's a bird removing an Israeli flag. Randomly, look at this. Nature knows what's up.
أنارخيست. ألو. عزوف الدجل بخير.
I love that bird.
أنا بالشوف.
It doesn't fucking stop. That's what's funny.
عرب مات. أنا بهلم.
He just drops it.
It's so funny. مش إنه أخذها وفال أو he just wanted to drop it.
Yeah, if he flew with it, it actually could have been like a pro-Israel thing. Like, I want to spread this higher. Just fucking
ضل wave.
We had a great segment last week about Samira Dik وكوسا and her imitators and stuff. Can we just watch Kusa supporting Palestine? خلاص ما هنحكي عن كثير. هون نشوفه.
إسرائيلي وباسوا البغايا لا هني الكوسا اليهود باسوا باينين شوف كوسا والله هيك بجرينا
لهيك بجرينا أنا ضحكني هلا. She said يهود. We don't condone that. We do not condone that. She went a little extra. هون another one.
الشعب الإسرائيلي شو كوسا الله ينصرنا يا رب على أعدائنا.
Rush is such a boss. I'm sorry. الله ينصرنا على أعدائنا. هي عم تعمل هيك. This is legendary stuff, bro. ثورة يعني.
تحية كبيرة لفلسطين بأهل غزة. زقفوا راسوا لك. الشعب الفلسطيني بس والباقي شو
So كمان she supports حركة أمل apparently. This is the funniest fucking video I've ever seen.
تحية كبيرة حركة أمل والباقي شو كوسا
عشويربك. Jesus. Man, this أخيرا. Can I watch it one more time? This is the greatest video ever, bro.
تحية كبيرة حركة أمل والباقي شو كوسا
طيب لك في Samira's imitators. Okay. شرفك بس one of them two of them خيار. Okay. One of them شرفك. This one's amazing.
اسمع لكل واحد مضغوط منك اوعى تدفعوا وتقلد بالزباله خيار.
ما سمعت شو قال حتى. هيدا this I think this is the one I love. Shut up. Let's hear this.
اسمع في ناس مثل السيجاره اللف ما بتنضب الا بالبزيق خيار.
هيدا كثير حب. I fucking love that fucking line. bro. في وحده كثير بحبها. خيار زيرو هيدا نادين بالاديتنج.
شو يا سوس فكرت حالك ديك؟ اجى ابو هذا يربيك خيار.
احنا كبار وضل
شوي.
هو بضحك كثير.
بس كمان he's supporting Palestine.
شكله هيك.
انا I did this بس.
You're mocking his
I was setting it up بس لتحضروا هيدا الشيء.
يا لطيف.
بدنا نبعث نقول كلهم على جنوب.
انا نص دم فلسطيني
وكوسا وبريمو وكلهم مش بس كمان مين في اخونا. So we also have ابو علي the little guy who does flips كمان عم بيقلد. Sorry guys هون تبع هيدا this is a bit early. عم بيقلد عم يعمل كوسا كمان اشوفه عم بيقول بصل and stuff.
كل العالم مبعوثة يحقيكم شغلي كوسا.
He's not even doing it right. هيدا بصل شوفوا sorry guys.
هذا بريد ضحك بصل.
بكره لما يبيعوك مرأي عندي اشكر بخاطر بصل.
horrible بس كمان folks he has بدكم ابو علي's Gaza take you have it. There you go.
شوف ما بنخاف من الحرب بس والله بخاف عليكي.
لك سموز ما بخاف من الحرب بس والله بخاف عليكي بيبي. بصل. في بطاطا ليدي جزر ليدي we're gonna skip them.
لك حتى ما زلفتنا فيه.
يلا بطاطا
بس بلاي 1 جزر.
1 بطاطا.
قال منحوس ولو حطوا بكيس وفانوس وبطاطا.
خلاص ولاد.
Fun fact هيدي نور last time she mentioned it and هيدي she took over her son's account.
عن جد؟ This by the way this is all Samira Dik's work. How did we get to this? Oh we're taking a break. I'm like how did we get from Palestine to this? طيب جزر يلا واحدة جزر على السريع. هيدي بتقريف يعني يلا.
لو ما نخاف من الأرانب ما كنا زرعنا لهم جزر وجزر.
هيدي آخر واحدة. I don't like this one.
Oh my god.
We're done. Samira had ads. We're not مش هنلحقهم. قلبين وقشبين خلص next time. We could take a break from memes. This is a lady that lives in the States. شوفوا.
لك قولوا لهم أهل الجنوب ما بيصعب عليهم شيء. قولوا لهم أحلى بوريتو. Let's go.
كيف بتساعد التم هيدي.
أحلى بالرزق. Go. All right. Enough memes. J.K. Rowling, folks.
بروش هالشرموطة كل مرة في شي controversy تحكي.
J.K. Rowling has a turf. أنا my issues with J.K. Rowling, you know, she kept changing shit about the Harry Potter books بعد ما نزلوا. Oh yeah, Dumbledore was gay. Oh yeah, he was supposed to be this. Oh yeah, didn't you know Harry? And like, bro, where did this all? Why wasn't any of this in the books? I don't.
Phobic as fuck.
I'm saying that's where it started. Then turns out she hated the trans people and all that stuff. Hey. J.K. Rowling, شو بدنا نقول لك يعني?
Chill out.
Turns out she also hates Palestinians, though.
Shocking.
So first, it all started. I saw this tweet that made me laugh, and I was like, "Wait, what happened? What did she say?" And I started digging. Spooky Lolo says, "We should have known a lady who came up with the term mudblood was going to be evil. That's the most racist, made-up shit I've ever heard." That's fucking true.
That's so fucking true.
The term mudblood is like so like
derogatory.
expressive.
It's very derogatory.
So derogatory, like you fucking mudblood, like. Anjet, it's so expressive. Ooh, that's right. She probably is a fucked up person to come up with that. So let's see what J.K. Rowling has been sharing. Hey, so she wrote this. She quote tweeted this. The 24 News English shared that about 40 babies were taken out on gurneys, cribs overturned, strollers left behind, blah, blah, blah. They're talking about the violence. J.K. Rowling says, now let the sniveling apologists for rape, murder, and torture explain how this, too, was justified. Yeah, JK.
Her takes are god awful.
Well, here, JK. How about you do this?
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah. So many bitches to shut up tonight. Again, ladies, I really do not call women bitches. We're just trying to have some fun.
JK.
JK's a fucking bitch. Okay, Hona, she retweeted this. Tom Holland, by this is not Tom Holland Spider-Man. This is another Tom Holland.
Are you sure?
I double checked. Yes.
No.
I was like, Tom, what the fuck? He says, all of us in the UK who are not Jewish, an immense and overwhelming majority, have a responsibility in these troubled times to make our Jewish fellow citizens feel valued and safe. A responsibility that clearly right now we are failing to meet. It shames the country. Wallah, Tom Holland, I think you got to make the Palestinians and Arabs feel a little bit more welcome because only like 8% of the public supports their plight. Yeah. Yura. J.K. Rowling shared this, Kamena. We said never again. The UK was a safe haven. Now, after the biggest massacre of Jews since the Holocaust, British Jewish children are being advised to hide their identities as they walk to school for their own safety. There should be a mass outrage that this is necessary. Hatta by America, they were freaking out on like Friday, and there was like a day of rage, or like Arabs said they were going to go protest. Sarfi, stay at home warnings. All the white people fucking panic. Stay home, don't leave. The Muslims are coming for you.
I'm like, what the fuck? Palestinian, people that are like,
protesting.
Okay. What are people kind of protesting in the States to support Palestine? Feel like شرطة. Like just standing in case عملوا شيء. What the fuck?
It's fucked up. Well, then J.K. Rowling retweeted this. This woman is shouting death to Khomeini after morality police beat her and injured her for not wearing a hijab in Tabriz, Iran. A young girl who filmed this says 3 hijab enforcers warned her to cover her hair, but she refused. It's basically just all anti-Muslim stuff. She's saying that if you're wearing a hijab, you're oppressed. And look, some women don't want to wear it, but some women wear it willingly. And she's just assuming you're wearing a hijab, you're oppressed. Khalas, you're a slave. Anyways, this is J.K. Rowling. Fun stuff from J.K. Fun stuff. Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer and Sarah Silverman. They're 2 very famous American comedians, also both Jewish. Sarah Silverman has been sharing some cringy shit. Let's look at some of those. She shared this on her stories. Look how fucking شغلت هيدا الفريمing. Israel is the tiny blue spot, Arab world in green. Tell me more about how Israel is colonizing Arab land. What the fuck? This is the kind of simplistic views بيستعملوا بأمريكا. Right or wrong, big or small, Arab, they're mean, they're more than us, and they're trying to take our land. It's like, bro, they're not educated.
هلا جيب الماب تبع ايجي حط كيف رشا هيك انه عم تاخذ يوكرين وكل هدوليك البلاد الاوروبيه حوالينا.
They're not educated on the matter, bro. Hey, this is true. I've seen this a lot on Instagram. Arabs sharing the sentiment that when you're an Arab living abroad, it becomes automatically your job to fucking educate people because ما بيعرفوا شيء. Their media doesn't fucking expose them to anything. It becomes your job to fucking correct them. Actually, this happened. It's fucking tiring, bro, because this is what they fucking think. She also shared this, which is fucking crazy.
Bro, انت شفت جاستن بيبر شو منزل الهبيله؟
محبوب. Yeah, تغلبت. Check this out. So she shared this. This is fucking crazy. Look how Anjed they think. Look at the framing. Background info on Israel and shit. After the Israeli withdrawal from Gaza in 2005, the terrorist organization Hamas seized power and transformed Gaza into a base for launching rockets indiscriminately as Israel. As a result, both Egypt and Israel decided to tighten security at the borders and control shipping to and from Gaza. The goal of this has been to prevent terrorist infiltrations into both Egypt and Israel and to restrict materials that Hamas could use to create terror tunnels and stockpile weapons. The current situation, Kamena, this is how Israelis and Zionists describe the situation in America. Israel's stance. Israel wants to evacuate as many innocent civilians from Gaza as possible. Oh my God, they're so sweet. Why? Israel intends to minimize civilian casualties. Oh, really? Oh, really? Hamas intentionally embeds itself within civilian areas, making it exceptionally difficult for Israel to target them without harming civilians. Israel often refrains from striking Hamas targets, like hospitals and schools. Oh, you're so sweet because you just bombed the fucking hospital and killed 1,000 people, you motherfuckers. Where it knows Hamas... So Israel often refrains from striking Hamas targets like hospitals and schools where it knows Hamas is hiding or holding weapons. The IDF routinely warns civilians to evacuate before it bombs and gives locals detailed instructions on how to evacuate. If civilians can successfully evacuate, the IDF will be given much more room to maneuver in the critical operations that they are undertaking to eliminate Hamas, blah, blah, blah. They're basically making it seem like, we're there to help. Why? We give them... They do warning shots. You know what that is? Be Israel, the IDF. So these know you're sleeping in your house. They'll fire like a shell. It's not an explosion, just an empty shell on your roof. But everybody at home wakes up. They're literally giving you like 20 or 30 seconds to fucking run out of the house. You hear that warning, you pack your shit, within 20 seconds they bomb your fucking building. And they call that a courtesy. Well, it's nice we warn them. Guess someone behaved.
How is the hospital a threat?
We're almost done, folks. Sorry for this episode. It just felt weird doing something else, as this is all happening. It's just fucking weird to sit here and talk about Naji Zakaria, and although I would love to, and I have a Naji Zakaria video waiting if we have time, but we got to do this. Amy Schumer, we talked about this last week, but we lost the episode. Got in some beef, Shadden, our very own Shadden. So Shadden shared this last week. She said, Amy Schumer blocked me after I made a comment calling out her silence against war crimes and violence committed by Israel against Palestinians. Then she sent me a message asking me this question, not waiting my reply and blocking me. And this is what Amy asked her. She said,
Hamas is a terrorist organization. Do you disagree?
Do you disagree? Shadden ردت لها بس إنه
she blocked her before
she blocked her. ما ردت لها. She didn't read her answer ولا شيء. Then Shadden dropped a video. Let's watch it.
This is a video for the white people crying in the corner. Dear white people, what do you expect from Palestinians? To get killed every day, and not do anything about it? This is crazy. This is gaslighting. Hey, you like this word? Gaslighting? No. What do you expect? For them not to fight back, to die silently, their land being occupied, and not according to me, not according to Palestinians, according to...
We've seen this. We saw this last week. You've all seen it, And this is Amy. So come in, she shared a couple of other things, which I found fucking cringy. So Amy shared this on her Instagram. Never in my years as an activist have I seen other activists, upon seeing footage of little girls being killed and dragged through streets, immediately find the burning need to go on the internet and justify their deaths. Oh, here are all the reasons that girl was burned alive. For complete clarity, the only reason you do this is because you have been made to believe that the killing of Jews can even be justified. Because every civilization has taught that the life of a Jew is less valuable than your own. Oh my God, bro.
What the fuck?
I get that these people, ma'adeen from the Holocaust and all that stuff, but this is the exact argument for Palestinians. They're the ones whose lives we think are worth less.
This is literally the Holocaust all over again.
Yeah, these people are fucking brainwashed, bro. It's fucking insane. Because every civilization has taught that the life of a Jew is less valuable than your own. It's the Hitler playbook. Your anti-Semitism is not unconscious. It is so deeply rooted in your bones, and you are so comfortable with it, you are not even able to consider its impact on your friends. Literally, we can say the same about Palestinians. Literally, the only reason we justify the killing of we're not even justifying it, we're just explaining why it happened. It's because you've been fucking killing them and torturing them for 75 fucking years. That's why it happened. It's not right, but it is a natural response to violence. Again, what did you want them to fucking do? They tried everything else. They're gonna fucking revolt, and they're gonna want to kill some of you. And they're gonna celebrate it when they do, because they've had nothing to fucking celebrate for fucking decades. So I fucking hate these arguments. She shared something else come in. Look at this.
And Jad, their situation is kill or be killed.
This person had a very funny quote. She said, she said, Black Lives Matter. Now you owe me one genocide support. And here's what Amy Schumer shared. First, they came for LGBTQ, and I stood up because love is love. Then they came for immigrants, and I stood up because families belong together. Then they came for the black community, and I stood up because black lives matter. Then they came for me, but I stood alone because I am a Jew.
Amy.
Bro,
Amy. Amy.
Shut up, bitch.
That pathetic card she's using.
The CNN poll.
Tafikam Jew is against what's happening. Machas.
Kamen, and Israeli Jews come in. And the CNN poll just showed that what you're saying is a complete lie. 80% of the American public thinks that Israel's response is either appropriate or not enough. Only 8% of CNN viewers. The only reason we are angry and we keep talking about it and we keep sharing desperately on Instagram to try to get the word out is because no one stands with fucking Palestinians. No one stands with them. The whole fucking Western world stands with fucking Israel, bro. And fucking Arab countries are doing it too now. Come on, celebrities like Justin Bieber sharing pictures of Gaza thinking it's Palestine. Jamie Lee Curtis shared a picture of Palestinian kids crying, thinking it was Israelis. Then she had to delete her post. All these fucking people, bro. One final meme. Here's a Lebanese chef that was asked to cook a traditional Israeli dish.
Check it
out. That's pretty fucking funny, yo. It's pretty fucking boss. As you know, Israelis love stealing so everyone else's food, like hummus and falafel. They try to claim that everything is theirs. I think they even try to say that tabbouleh is theirs, bro. Fucking crazy. So this guy knows what's up. I like the ending. There we go. He puts the flag. Ooh. It's a nice little ending. Nice little button on that thing. Tayyib. We're done with the Palestine stuff, folks. We have covered everything that we have to cover for this. I'm sorry for if you guys have been trying to take a break from all this news and come to our show. Well, you got tricked. You got tricked, baby.
You can't not discuss this. Like it's
no.
It's affecting Lebanon. You'd be.
Just quickly before moving on, Mohamad Dayekh. We talked about this guy like a month ago, whenever the last episode was, and he was twitching. He was saying a lot of anti-gay stuff, and I didn't like the rhetoric that he was using. But he kept twitching and I called him like a cokehead or something, like a heroin addict.
And your defense, in the comments, we're saying that.
Exactly. I didn't know. So everyone on Instagram was making fun of him and shit like that. So I just jumped in on the fun. Turns out I got a lot of comments saying that he has Tourette's or like some kind of tics. I'm sorry, I didn't know. So I didn't mean. I still think he's a piece of shit, and I think what he said is, fucking shitty, but it's not my place to make fun of you, and it's someone's disability or something. So if you have Tourette's, if you have tics, I'm sorry, bro.
Very sorry.
Okay. The 123 Lounge, I think next week. Kharij بدها شرد 123 Lounge. هاي the drunk episode.
بدها سيجار, bro. بدها سيجار.
Zulfi rap. Pull it next week.
Okay.
Next we save him. Well, we're going to call it an early episode, folks. I'm sorry if it was weird, if it was a downer. I promise, I swear to God, we had a great fucking episode last week. Everything went to shit. We're now at war. Palestine is at war. We might be going to war. We're at war. It might be getting a little bit crazier. My dad was supposed to come visit. He postponed his trip.
Bro, to cancel his trip.
But if he can't, he tried.
Cancel it.
Patrons, again, let me take a second to thank a few of you. You guys are amazing. Our got-tier patrons, Jessica and Rafat Fakih Burgery, MB. We love you, Burgery, the best burgers in fucking Tripoli. He sent me a fucking care package of amazing sauces, by the way, and he fed. I love Burgery. Superhero patrons, Dr. William Watfa, the boobs doctor, and congratulations on their opening for the new branch of Phil and Will Gourmet. We're going to be checking it out soon in Beirut. I promise everyone was busy. Everyone can msefa ruheke. Jabdallah, Maroon Bouslayman, Meher Krikorian, blonde patrons, Lajosh, Malik UX, Julien Malouf, Sarah Jane Fahad, my cousin, Karen's Cravings. All you guys, Anjad, bless you. We could not do this without you. Please support us on Patreon if you would like to see the show continue. And if you want your name, Indy Joseph Miraib documentary. We owe you guys a drunk episode. So please let us just figure out when's the right time to do it. But a drunk episode is coming. I promised it. I'm kind of excited to do it. في كتير topics. My lawsuit. We're going to talk about my lawsuit next week or something. It's coming. We just have to get through some stuff. Christina, Assi, we love you. We're thinking about you.
Much.
We hope you make it through this.
We're praying for you.
As always, folks,